Alright, let me get this news out real quick and put this content out to get it done. And keep pushing. Oh, by the way, hello viewers. Another beautiful day. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good or excellent. Alright, what do I got for you here on the gaming news here? Let's see 8-bit Duo launches Jade Green controller with Hall effect sensors. Let's see what they talking about here. $69.99 on Amazon. So yeah, it has your typical analog D-pad buttons, buttons here, 2 analog sticks here. Has like 3 that go across the middle, and has like the Xbox logo. Yeah. So yeah, nice controller. L and R triggers, 2 analog sticks, D-pad and buttons, 3 buttons, one under the 3, and then the Xbox logo. So yeah. Anyway, it's $69.99. So I'll leave a link in the description box. Now, for you Steam Deck nerds, let's keep pushing here. Keep the ball moving. You know how we do it. Let's see here. What do we got? Gotta put the content out here. Let's see here. Valve pulls Steam Deck verified badge from Spider-Man 2 due to poor default performance. It says here the most recent port of Sony brought over to PC from its PlayStation exclusive list was Marvel's Spider-Man 2. The game swung over to new platforms on January 30th, 2025. And however, Valve did not deem the game compatible enough with its handheld gaming PC, giving it the Steam Deck verified label at launch. It took until February 20th for Valve to decide the game is Deck verified, right? When a third patch landed with further bug fixes and improvement, we were happy to share that Marvel Spider-Man 2 is Steam Deck verified. Insomniac said in Nixie software back then. Experience 2 playable Spider-Man universe and expanded Marvel New York and battle icon Marvel Spider-Man villains on your handheld device. Over a month later, though, Valve has pulled down the game's Steam Deck rating a level lower as seen before. Marvel Spider-Man 2 will now support a playable status in the Steam Deck compatibility rating, saying that the game require manual configuration of graphics settings to perform well on Steam Deck. Then it says Valve has not detailed why exactly it has lowered the compatibility rating, although it could be due to the fact that the user had to manually tweak the setting for it to perform well. The title has even received multiple updates since February to fix bugs and performance issues. Overall, the community reaction to change seems to be positive. Many say that the original verified status should not have been given to the title due to the crashes and performance issues that had it running below 30 FPS at the time on the Steam Deck. We will have to wait and see further updates will elevate Spider-Man 2 to Steam Deck verified status again. And then it says Sony next PlayStation port for PC is coming later this week. The Last of Us Part 2 remastered is slated to land on April 3rd, with Naughty Dog, Nixie Software, and Iron Galaxy working on the port. The title does not have any Steam Deck badge attached to it though, and it's unclear if there are any plans to support the handheld in an official fashion. No, The Last of Us Part 2 is Steam Deck verified because over on Gaming on Linux, there's an article for that. So yeah, this is Steam Deck verified. Now, what else we got on the gaming news here? Since we talking about video games here, it says want to know the best way to gain attention on Steam. At a demo, Valve was saying it's not so subtle in terms. Actually, you know what? I'll do that in a separate video. Anyway, let me see what else I can dig up here. There's I think Game Developer got something. Game Developer has something here. Let's see here. CC. Actually, you know what? Let me do that. Nah, wait a minute. go back and look. Gotta keep you guys in the loop though. That's for sure. See what we can find here on the gaming news. Yeah, keep pushing. Gotta keep pushing, man. But when it comes to Spider-Man 2, I think updates will get better. Over the performance issues will be fixed. But gamers should never act like a game can't be fixed. Man, they need to really realize that if they're gonna be doing gaming on the Steam Deck, they have to realize that updates will fix will fix whatever issues you're dealing with games on the Steam Deck. Let's see here. What's this? So I think I did that already. Okay, what's this? Wait a minute. So what's this? Sony has already preserved over 650 terabytes of PlayStation games and information. It says here in 2022, Sony launched a preservation program led by a dedicated team focused on recovering and saving any document files or information related to the development of PlayStation video games. After 3 years, the program has fully preserved 650 terabytes of data so far with its servers. During the recent Game Developers Conference, Thanks Engadget, Jared Fredley, the head of PlayStation Preservation Program, shared the insight into the progress Sony has made in this field. And he says Sony's goal is clear to saving everything related to game development within its items. This includes everything from the source code of games to photos of developers, all in an effort to create the most complete archive possible. The data is stored in servers located in Las Vegas and Liverpool and continue to grow rapidly, with program on track to reach over 1 petabyte of data soon. Expanding and growing archives. The archives hold a vast collection of representing 30 years of PlayStation history, including over 1,000 software covering various versions of games that been recovered. But preservation efforts doesn't stop at files. The archive also includes promotional material, artwork, photograph. The oldest document in the collection dates back to 1994, associated with game the lad for the original PlayStation. The archive also includes the PS5 game build captured, both older and more recent production. The preservation team uses techniques like a robot called Voltron, which can quickly identify and retrieve documents stored on optical media. However, as the amount of data continues to grow exponentially, Fredley notes that there are several challenges ahead, particularly in finding the right system to index and catalog all the elements in the archive. Yeah, so Sony for you. Anyway, let's keep moving here on the gaming news here. Let's see here. What do we got? What do we got? Okay, we did all that. Did that. See what else we can find here. Video game wise. Actually, you know what? Let me put this out there while I'm at it. I said I was gonna make a video out of it, but let me put this out. Want to know the best way to gain attention on Steam? Add a demo. Valve was saying it in not so subtle terms that everyone needs to make a demo. It says here, 2023 gave Steam quite the scare. The premier PC gaming marketplace saw a major downturn in revenues for new games, pushing Valve to put significant work into new features that would drive engagement and sales on the platform. Their main priority, pushing developers to add demos and putting those demos in front of as many players as possible. In 2023, Valve actually made less money from the new games. It actually declined. Said game marketing strategist Chris Zukowski all of 2024 was them pushing out features, thinking that they need to fix the issue. They flooded the store with features that all focus on demos. Valve was saying in not so subtle terms that everyone needs to make a demo. And then it says, Zalkowski says, gave a talk on navigating these Steam features at the Game Developer Conference in San Francisco. We sat down with him after the talk to dive into the topic in more details. The main point of the talk was that demos are the key to getting discovered on Steam. It's natural, according to Zalkowski, that interest in your game will have a greater chance at visibility if you give streamers a way to play. And then it says, for most games, social media doesn't work, Zalkowski said, and the reason is streamers can play a demo. Streamers can't play a screenshot. They need the demo, and when they play it on the stream, it brings their audience. And what else? Yep. Yeah. Well, it says while the majority of the talk was focused on demos, Zalkowski also elaborates on what else developers can do to get exposure for their demo and game. It involved launching a page, gathering some sort of audience, and then running a playtest in order to drum up the interest. Developers only have one shot at releasing a demo and leaving a good impression, and a playtest can give them a chance to iron out the kinks. According to Zalkowski, he estimates from extensive data that 100 concurrent players may be the best threshold being discovered by the algorithm. The revelation is that a demo launch is front page featuring. Now, Zalkowski said it's big, but you have to have an existing audience, and you have to have enough players simultaneously playing your demo for the Steam algorithm to put you on the front page. Yeah, wow, times have changed, man. Anyway, let me keep moving here. What else we got on the gaming news here? See if I can put something else out here. Okay, alright, I got some for PlayStation 3. I gotta go do that. Alright, let's see, what else we got? Okay, what's this? Yeah, gotta keep you guys in the loop, man. Let's see here. Yeah, I take this thing serious. I don't play around with it. Let's see here, what's this one? AMD receive an AI boost as its ZT system acquisition completes. AMD buys a wealth of engineering talent with their Like, you know what? This one I have to do on a separate video. But anyway, let me do that. Let me look around. That's what else I can find, man. Yeah, video games, folks. It gets like that. It's just the way it is. All right, what else we got? When I came into this, man, I said, okay, let me raise the bar a little bit, and I did. Had to. Oh yeah. People want to see people want to know what's happening in the news, man. So can't play around with this. It's all business. Alright, let's see here. How Ninja Theory created Hellblade unsettling soundscape. Yeah, this is a long article too. It's a long one, but I'll give it a go for about a couple paragraphs. Let's see here. Principal sound engineer Daniele Galanti broke down the uses of challenges of producing binaural audio and how it elevates the sequel most intense moments. Much like the original Hellblade, Suna Saga Hellblade is a narrative action game that puts players in the perspective of Suna, traumatized Celtic warrior with psychosis. As a game about learning to see realities, and Suna versions as one of the same Hellblade 2 diver and experience that utilize unique visuals and most especially audio effects that emphasize the protagonist's state of mind throughout her journey. During the 2025 Game Developer Conference, Ninja Theory principal sound engineer Daniele Galanti gave a detailed presentation on the sound design of Suna Saga Hellblade and how the original game innovative use of binaural audio was expanded for the sequel, in addition to breaking down how actors perform their sessions with binaural audio setups. The sound designer explained the challenges and benefits of heartening sounds in design for games. It says here, developer Ninja Theory has built quite a pedigree for creating games with rich visual styles and impressive sound design. The original Hellblade received significant praise for not only being a game with a modest budget and scope, but also for how the developer managed to push their resource to produce a visual stunning game with stellar audio design and clever use of binary audio design that recreates sound within a 3D space. Yeah, let's get to give you a little gist of that article. So yeah, these developers, man, they work. All right, now what else we got on the gaming news here? Let's keep moving. Let's see, what else we got? Okay, we did that. Okay, did that. Okay, video cards. What you got? Okay. What is this? Oh, what's this? Project Keenan. Oh, this for the Asus ROG. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to do a separate video on that then, if that's the case. Anyway, keep moving. What else we got here? Got to keep you guys in the loop, man, when it comes to this gaming stuff. Oh, yeah. And I'm not looking back. Let's see. Okay, Tom's Hardware. What you have? What you got? Let's see. Okay. What you got? See what they got here. Yeah, the game industry, man. So much going on. Is there a video for this? No. Stop that. Man, this thing is messing with me right now. Okay, keep moving here. What's this one? Gotta keep pushing. Yes, what's this? Okay. Nope. Keep moving. Okay. Yeah. Gotta keep you guys in the loop, man. When you see the news, get it. Right, PC Games in. Okay, I already took care of you. You're already done. Okay, who else we got? Phoronix, what you got? Okay, I already talked about Linus. He was throwing a tantrum. he was throwing a tantrum, boy. Oh, let me see what oh yeah, who else see who else is on the list? Oh, let me see what gaming on Linux got. Yeah. Gaming. Gotta keep you guys in the loop, guys. That's the way it is. Oh yeah, I already did The Last of Us because it's Steam Deck verified. Just to back up what I said earlier. It says The Last of Us Part 2 remastered is Steam Deck verified. What could be the biggest surprise of the year? Last of Us Part 2 remaster released on Steam April 3rd, and Valve just gave it a green Steam Deck verified check mark. I was hoping it would at least be playable after all the issues with the PC port of the first game, which eventually did become a lot more playable on Steam Deck. Valve actually gave the first game a Steam Deck verified rating around 3 months after the Steam release. However, it's worth noting how we've seen various issues with Valve rating systems, so this is very much a moment to take with a pinch of salt. Only recently, Valve downgraded Spider-Man 2 from verified to playable, for example, and we had both Grand Theft Auto 5 Enhanced and Rainbow Six Siege suddenly go Steam Deck playable and then go back to unsupported, and the list goes on. So it says here, Steam Deck compatibility Valve testing indicate that The Last of Us 2 Remastered is verified on the Steam Deck. The game is fully functional on Steam Deck and works great with built-in controls and display. All function is accessible when using the default controller configuration. The game shows Steam Deck controller icons. The in-game surface text is legible on Steam Deck. The game default graphics configuration performs well on Steam Deck. And it says Valve testing it with the latest Proton 9.04. So you're good to go with it on desktop Linux 2 when it's released. At least this is a good sign though, seeing Valve getting in more pre-release testing for major game release. Let's hope it deserved the rating. We did see Assassin's Creed Shadow working well at release too, so it's certainly possible. Yeah, updates. So yeah, you guys are good, man. News, deals, games, update. The usual. You guys are good, man. So Valve will update Spider-Man. It'll get better. Updates are coming in. That's just the Steam Deck way of doing things. Updates always fix it. So yeah, you know, people need to realize that games can be fixed. You know, yeah. They have to just realize that. Okay, all right. That's it in a nutshell, and that's all the news I got to report. So that should hold you for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Keep you guys in the loop. Take care of yourself. Have a nice day. Anyway, nice talking to you people again. Chris, still Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Poor Dark Side. Come on. Peace.